Again on behalf of facepaintingtips.com, and I am going to do a Christmassy sort of scene on my daughter Caitlin's face. I'm going to do like pine needles and ornaments, like colored ornaments to hang on the tree. So I'm going to start by putting on, actually I'm going to start by I think putting some metallic gold on her eyelids. That on first. And on this side. Okay. That being done, I'm going to do the pine needles. I'm going to do a mix of different colors of short little strokes. I'm going to do some dark green, some brown, dark brown, a little bit of black, a little bit of white, a lot of flicking motions just to make the pine look. Pine needles. Alright, so we'll start with dark green. I have a number 4 round I'm working with right now. And it's just going to be layering it all in. So, I'm going to kind of swoop it down this way. Put some a little this way. Put some this way. Alright, so I got one color down. I'm going to do a little bit of brown in there. I'm just wetting the very tip of my brush because I kind of want it to mix in with my green a little bit. So, I mean, don't worry about it if your paint cakes the colors get mixed up. I mean, a good painter's going to mix everything up, so don't worry about keeping everything perfectly clean looking. You could always wipe it off with a baby wipe. So, here's some brown strokes going in. Alright, I'm going to add a little bit of black. Again, I'm just wetting the tip of my brush. I'm going to flick in some black. Just here and there for the black. I don't want to overpower it. And then I'll do a little white. I'm going to switch my brush up for that because I don't really want to mix the two together. And I have a number 2 or 3 here, round again. And here comes some white. I'm going to add a lot of dots on her. I don't like how this brush is making dots. I'm going to switch up to a 5-inch round. And load up with the white. There we go. Try to make different size dots. If they all are the same size, I don't think it doesn't look as appealing for whatever reason. And some of them you can kind of go over the pine and some not. Alright, so now I want to add in some little red berries, even though that is more of a holly thing, and I don't have holly leaves on there, but I just think it would look pretty, and I don't think anyone's going to call you out on it about holly berries shouldn't be on a pine, so just doing little blops of red in some of the empty spaces. Let's put some here. I'll outline maybe in black. And a little bit. Alright, so I want to do some Christmas balls, so I'm going to do metallics for that. I'm going to paint it right here on her cheek. And I'm going to make it look more rounded by adjusting the light source. Once I get it all on, I want to put a couple on. So there's one. I'll do metallic red. Put another one over here. And I'll do a gold one up at the top, metallic gold. The same color we put on her eyes, actually. And we'll put it here. Alright, so I want to then add silver tops to them. So I'm going to get metallic silver and add little rectangular tops to them. There's another rectangular top. Here's another rectangular top. I don't know if that one came up. There we go. Alright. Alright, I want to add depth to these now. So, taking the blue, I'm going to mix in the blue brush that I was using with a little bit of the white. And if your light source, I'll have my light source coming from this direction, which means the left side of the balls are going to be lighter. The other side of the balls will be darker. Alright, so I'm going to lighten up this one side just by mixing that same metallic blue I had on my brush this way on the left side. I'm going to add a little bit more white. There. Alright, so then you're going to do the same idea for the metallic reddish or pink guy. I'm going to load up. Actually, I think what I'm going to do is I can add a little bit of white. Let me get that brush. I'm going to add a little bit of white onto that brush. I also might add a little bit of red on the other side. Might be too dark, but let's give it a whirl. I'm just blending the color in. Let me add a little more. Okay, I'm going to do, for this, I'm going to do brown to darken it. I have my brown's gooped up at the moment, so I'm just going to clean it up with this sponge. I'm going to add a little brown, and I'm probably going to drag it up. I don't want it to be too dark here. So it's the right side I want darker, which is why I went on this side and I'm dragging the color to the left. I'm going to add some blobs of pure white with my 5-inch round to clean it off a little bit. Add some little highlights again. Alright, and so I just want to outline this with a small brush. Let's see, like a number 1 or a 2 round with black. I'm going to outline the Christmas balls and the tops of the Christmas balls with a really fine line. A little hook on them. My hooks are not attached to my pine, but that's alright. I just make 2 little rectangles and put my hook in. I'm going to also outline these little berries. Just add little hues of color, black color around my red, just to make the berries stand out as a cluster a little bit. And I just want to add a little glitter. And actually I should do her lips, of course, in red. So here comes the lips. And let me add some glitter. Close your eyes. And I'm not going to do it right now, but if you want to have it, since the one side of the face is all done up, actually, what I would do, but for time reasons I'm not going to do it now, I'd add 1 more sprig of pine jutting out past this ball here, just so it doesn't look so rounded and abrupt, if you kind of get my drift with that. And this eye, I would add some swirls or curls, or what I'm going to do it now anyway. I'll take the time. I'm going to use just white and add a few swirls. Or actually maybe close your eye, just some teardrops I'll add. So I'm just doing smaller, 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 smaller teardrops there. And then I'll do the little dots kind of towards the nose, and I'll do 1 big star right there. Just because, I mean, if you just leave the eyeshadow there, it's fine. The eye color, it's not eyeshadow. But just to add a little something on that eye, just to kind of balance out the design. Looks good. So I don't have a mirror to show you either, but if you could get a close-up of her face. Let me turn it this way so the light's on it. Okay, give a smile. You don't even know what you look like, I know. Anyway, hope you enjoyed it. Have a wonderful holiday. Bye.